So I was mindlessly taking in the Hypixel lobby filled with mild disappointment I couldn't record today when I came across this well in the middle of the lobby. Even though it was a blaring safety hazard because it was about a 60 block drop, I went down there to find this NPC talking about how if I looked around these ruins enough, you could find some relics. Collect all 9 relics and you get an insane prize for your dedication and commitment. I made up the last part. So I didn't record the first half because I didn't think this would be video worthy. I ended up finding about 4 relics before I hit record. The chest plate, helmet, minecart, and the sword. So if we do the math, that would leave us with 5 more to find. This is what taking college mathematics in high school has done to me. I can now do simple math. So here we are, exploring the ruins for 5 more relics. I put on this speedster set at some points to help me move faster. I also decided to not bring Brutus along for this adventure, but instead this baby ocelot, which I then traded out for a full-grown ocelot, because if you ride on the pet, you can actually go fast. I can already read the comments too. Pancook, a baby ocelot? You monster! Don't throw your pitchforks at me. Hypixel clearly wants me to use their mechanics in this way. I mean, just look at this. You think you're funny, Simon? Off to find the final 5 relics I went. I would play original audio, but I was listening to Spotify for most of the time, and I don't think most of you want to hear this. I'm just kidding. It was more like this. The first one I found was the paradoxed Infinity Bow relic within this weird temple area in the ruins. I don't know how I saw that, I can barely see it while editing this, but I found the second one I needed, the Dull Vampire Fang relic. Another 2 minutes and I ran into this odd room with a gigantic vault with a code cracker that had 3 colored wool above it. The wool obviously meant something, but I wasn't sure if I even had the correct clues in this room or even outside this room to solve it yet. So after figuring out it was a 3-digit code and test trying a few random ones, I moved on and saved the coordinates. I then found this area almost hidden in the ceiling, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I was sure I was missing something in here. At first I didn't realize it, but every relic except 2 of them came from a game mode on Hypixel, and almost all, if not all, the game modes were being represented in this room. I never found a relic in here or any code clues, so I left, but I did end up coming back later. I left that area and found a new one. Behind me was the 3rd relic I needed, a railgun. I met back up with Theseus and he said I had 2 more relics to catch. I then realized that all of these except for the chest plate came from a specific game mode, and I was so confused earlier why I didn't find a relic in that room that I made it my life's mission to find the non-existent relic in this room. But before I even got there, I found my 4th relic, the pickaxe. So now it was just the 5th relic, and I was so sure it was in this area. 20 minutes went by, I couldn't find anything. So I did what any resilient, hardworking goal accomplisher would do. I pulled up Google. So this person on the forums was saying that the 5th relic I needed, the 9th and final one, was actually in the vault we were looking at earlier, and there were 3 tasks around the Hypixel lobby to get this 3-digit code. But there was no specific code for it. Every player on Hypixel gets a different code, so I'd have to find it myself. So the first task was to talk to this librarian Albus in the castle. You had to hold shift while talking to him and he'd give you a red number, the first colored wool over the code maker, meaning it was the first digit. The second digit you would get from obtaining a fishing rod from the dockmaster, fishing in the lobby's lake, and getting a secret fish that would give you the number. The person on the forums recommended people just guess this digit because the fish is so rare to obtain, but I'm a big boy. I wanted to do this all by myself. Don't clip that. So I tried practicing some Duolingo while doing this because I'm going out of the country to a place I do not speak the language of soon. When that wasn't working too well, I started watching YouTube on my second monitor, and then only 10 minutes in, Simon, please, sign my iPad, I love you. I tried again and it only took 3 minutes, until... You know what, guys, with no outside influence at all, completely original idea here, I'm just gonna guess the second digit. All we needed to do now was find the 3rd one. The 3rd one was hidden in a secret chest in the ocean of the lobby somewhere, which thankfully the post had the exact coords, so I didn't waste any time flying over there. Flying was such a blessing for ranked players. I love pay to win. Last digit was 8, and bam, I was off. I went to double check with Albus again about my first digit because I'd gotten disconnected and didn't know if it reset every disconnect, but it was still 6. I ran off to the safe code and started putting in every conceivable code. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And there it was, the 9th relic. This sign said welcome to the vault hangout, but there was absolutely nobody in there for me to hang out with, so I brought Brutus to hang out with me since people think I mistreat him. I do not, I promise. I feed him, I walk him, and sometimes I let him look at me. When I found Theseus again, I clicked to see all my relics were there, but he had no reward for me, so I went and checked my achievement again, and I got a whopping 10 achievement points and an exclusive punch message. So I went to test this punch message on an unsuspecting player. when it didn't work. I didn't fully read it. See, it says it only works on people on your friends list and staff members. Okay, so who was online on my friends list? Harassed by a Yoshi. That was not the plan for this video. I just stop. This guy's freaking me out. We have a murder on our hands. Do you see this? Investigate the corpse. Don't body slam. Oh my god. Go away. I can't adopt you. I don't know what you want from me. I found him on some random housing, and sure enough, before I even took 10 steps, this kid was already there. I went to take a screening with him before I accidentally griefed the build when there was a blaring sign to not grief the build, and he saw me do this, and then he started going crazy on the ceiling. I promptly left the network before I could be held reliable. See, I'm a great role model. I have great influence on children. I decided to get on later. I hit up a few friends on Discord asking if someone wanted to help out. It was only until after this message that I realized I have no friends, so I tried some random people in the lobby. This guy was nice enough to let me punch him, so I added him and I went for a killer blow to the head. Wait a minute. It's not working. Wait a minute. Only unlocks in tournament? Are you serious? Sign my iPad, Simon, please. I beg you.